Hello everyone, my name is Jonathan Ganautis and this is Julie Bergas, and we are representing the arts section of this presentation.
Angela Pope is our dance teacher at University Middle and High School Academies. She teaches 5 different levels of the dance, beginning with middle school and leading through the high school. Her curriculum is broken down through movement, through listening, through watching, various dance theory. The styles of dance, she covers ballet, modern, African, and hip-hop forms of dance.
All right, and now on to the band section of things. Classes that we have 6th grade band, 7th grade band, which is actually new this year, which is really awesome. It used to be combined, and now we have 6th, 7th, and 8th grade band all on their own. And we have 2 levels of high school bands, so we have 5 classes in total. You can choose a variety of instruments when you are beginning in band. We have a few different categories. So first we have the woodwinds, which includes the flute, oboe, clarinet, and the alto saxophone. Typically, oboe players will take private lessons, so that's something to consider as well. But a good variety of instruments for the woodwinds are available. Next, we have brass, which we have trumpet, French horn, trombone, baritone / euphonium, and tuba. And for tuba, you don't really start on tuba usually. Often you'll switch from baritone or trombone or trumpet. And then lastly, we have my instrument that I played in school, which is percussion. And this one's pretty exciting because you can play snare drum, bells, bass drum, timpani, tambourine, triangle, all of the small percussion instruments that you have available. So you get to play a ton of instruments when you're doing percussion. So why come to the U to do music or any of the arts? It's individualized instruction. So we have, compared to most schools, we have a little bit smaller class sizes for the arts, specifically band. So you get more individual attention on your instrument, which can be really helpful to your growth and development on your instrument. You have the same middle school and high school teacher, which is awesome because usually you have a transitional period going from middle school to high school, kind of getting adjusted to your teacher, but you don't have to do that here, which is awesome. And you get to be involved in a growing program. We're making a lot of good changes and adding new aspects into our program, potentially a marching band in the future, which is really exciting.
We offer 5 different classes as far as arts go. We offer middle school art, design and media, 3-dimensional art, jewelry, and AP Studio. There's also 3 clubs that I sponsor, Art Club, Anime, and Fashion. The middle school art program parallels the curriculum to my high school program in the ways of how the learning is organized. So as far as learning from the past and learning from the present, as far as learning from different cultures and different genders and different artists, in addition to that, different techniques and different mediums. To break it up even further, design and media or 2-dimensional design is drawing and painting or creating on a flat surface. Listed are the different medias that we use, and then implementing the elements of design, the principles of design, and compositional goals, all in an effort to create on a flat surface. 3-dimensional design or sculpture would be different from 2-dimensional design in that it has volume, form, and mass. It is not flat. So again, I listed some different materials that we use in reference to how we create for 3-dimensional design, but again, paralleling the curriculum. Jewelry is also a 3-dimensional art form, only it is specific to creating small. So things like string or textile art, beads, wire, leather, and eventually we get into metal. AP Studio art class is a class I encourage all of my students to take, regardless of their skill level. Design and media is the prerequisite for taking AP Studio art, but regardless of what your student chooses to be when they grow up, they are going to need to take an elective. And AP Studio Art is a college level course offered in their high school. So what that kind of means is we submit our artwork or we submit our portfolio to the college board, and if we earn high enough score, we earn college credit. What that sort of means in the grand scheme of things, if your child wants to be a doctor or they want to be a firefighter or they want to be a chef, they still need to take an elective, and the elective for a small price of submitting your portfolio can count as that college level course.
All right, and that kind of concludes our section for the arts. We really hope that you join us next year at the U.